Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. In today's video we will be concluding my KDA doll series by making Kaiza. Thank you so much for all the support on this series. All of these dolls will be going on my Etsy shop after this video, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. And with that, let's get into the video. So for my Kaiza doll, I will be using an Ari Huntington head as the base and matching that with an Ever After High body. I got this Ari doll at a thrift store and I didn't realize it at the time because I wanted to use her body, but the peg from her arm is stuck in the forearm and I cannot get it out, so I will not be able to use this body for this project. To start things off, I'm going to cut off Ari's hair. I was really debating on what head mold to use as a base for Kaiza because she has her hair in a high ponytail and you'll definitely be able to see her ears, and a lot of Monster High molds have non-human ear shapes. So I was thinking between Ari and Ghoulia, maybe even a Spectra, but I thought Ghoulia and Spectra had such defined features that were so much different from Kaiza that Ari was my best bet. For this reroute, I ordered some nylon hair from the Doll Planet. I ordered the colors Midnight Blue and Pine Green. Now that I've finished the reroute, I am going to reconnect the head to the body so I can start on her face up. So today I'm going to be using a similar method to what I did for my Akali doll, and I'm going to mask off all the hair as close as I possibly can get it to the root, and then I'm going to repaint the entire head a peach tone color. Once the paint is dry, I grab my reference image and then I start working on her face. The eye mold for Ari is extremely big compared to how I've been drawing the eyes for my KDA dolls, so I will be significantly sizing down her eye shape. Now that I'm all done with the sketch layer, I'm going to move on to watercolor pencils. I also added some blush to try and blend in the two different skin tones of her face and body. After the second layer, I moved on to acrylic paint. And now her face-up is done. I styled her bangs with a hair straightener on low heat and a little bit of hair gel. Now moving on to her outfit, I made her some holographic leggings out of a pattern from Moonlight Jewel. So I've received a couple comments lately of people asking me if I can give any tips and tricks on how to make doll clothing, and honestly, I don't really have that much advice myself. I still hand sew all of my doll clothing because it's just easier for me, and I don't want to spend all my time learning how to use a sewing machine just because I'm lazy, but you don't have to be. Something I would say is if you're just starting out making doll clothing, I would use a 4-way stretch fabric because it's a lot easier to work with and fit onto the doll properly, and then slowly work your way with harder to use fabrics that don't stretch and they might fray a little more easily. Make sure you're using fray check no matter what fabric it is because it's so tiny you will see all the fray. Make sure you're working in a well-lit area using tiny scissors and tiny needles, and work at your own pace. Don't try to rush anything. To make Kaisa's leggings a little more accurate, I added these black ribbon details to the sides and for the belt. Kaisa's leggings also have this like silver wire detail on both legs, so I grabbed some jewelry wire and I just used that. I'm also adding some silver metallic diamond dots as a little accessory because why not? I found this pair of Monster High shoes in my stock box that I think are a similar shape to Kaisa's heels, so I'll just be repainting those later. I really didn't know what to do for her sleeves. I was debating on using this fabric and then gluing on a bunch of diamond dots like what I did for Akali's jacket, but then I realized it would look way too chunky and then she wouldn't have enough movement in her arms anyway, so I just added a couple of the diamond dots here and there. For Kaisa's top, I cut out a rectangle piece of fabric and I will just be adding a gathering stitch to the center to make it have a sweetheart neckline, and then I'm going to sew it skin tight to the doll's body so it fits perfectly. For her necklace, I just cut out a small rectangle of blue holographic sticky vinyl and wrapped it around her neck. I also cut out some pieces of my iridescent vinyl and used that for her shirt. I cut out one more rectangle of some iridescent vinyl to use as the strap for her ponytail. To add the glitter specks in the fishnet of her top, I just used some glitter glue and waited for that to dry. While the glue is drying, I'm going to repaint her shoes. And now her outfit is complete, but there is still one more detail we need to add. So I still need to make Kaisa's blasters, and I want to make them really lightweight, so I'm going to be using cardstock. I drew out this pattern myself, and then I'm going to add some holographic vinyl on top. What I basically did was cut out all the pattern pieces and then traced them on the cardstock twice, and then I cut all the pieces out, folded them up, and then I repeated the same process with the vinyl. To actually attach the blasters to Kaisa, I just used some really thin jewelry wire. I wasn't sure how else to make this possible considering they're literally floating in midair on her character, but this was my best bet. I attached the blasters to the wire using some hot glue, and then I sewed them in place to Kaisa's top. And with that, my KDA series is all done. If you've been here since my first KDA doll video, thank you so much for joining me on this journey to completing my series, and if you haven't seen my other dolls, you can go check out their videos on my channel. I can't wait to make another doll series similar to this. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below of letting me know what dolls I should make in the future. As of right now, I am hosting a giveaway over on my Instagram, so make sure to go check that out, and part of the entry is to subscribe, so if you're not already, make sure you do that. And here is how my KDA dolls all look together. I am so happy. I think it looks amazing for what I can do. So again, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!